Jai Hind student, myself Pancham Singh. I am going to deliver third lecture on ISO. So basically, what is ISO? ISO International Organization of Standard. Basically, what is the role of ISO for good services and quality? So I am going to discuss about the ISO. So basically, ISO is a series of standards. ISO is a 9000, a series of standard, basically development and published by the ISO that define, establish and maintain an effective quality assurance system for manufacturing and service industries. So ISO is basically designed for the quality as well as service oriented product. If you're going to register a company, why we need ISO? So ISO is basically a international organization which has designed quality and services. If you're going to establish a company or you are going to provide a service oriented product, so why it is needful for the designing of the ISO for different industries. So basic term of ISO is to provide the good quality of product as well as good quality of services for the customers. So what are the benefits of ISO? Yeah, or you can say what are the objective of ISO? So ISO having the some benefits, or you can say some important terms between the customer and the company. So it basically provide the international trade of goods and services. So international trades means if you're going to deliver your product on international level, so then how you will deliver that product in international level, how you will import and export your product from international trading. So we need the registration of ISO. So ISO, it is the international level registration through which we can provide your product, provide your services on all over the world, and you can either you in the form of the import or export of the product. To obtain competitiveness by obtaining required quality in a cost effective way. So if you're going to produce a product or you are going to produce your services, so definitely you will focus on the cost effectiveness. So cost effectiveness is the major concern in ISO. A customer is how much a customer is satisfied to take the product and take the services. So cost is the major concern in the ISO. Now move for the promoting total quality control system, that is in respect of the product and services. So we will discuss about the TQC. So if you're going to establish a product, establish a company, so definitely we will focus on the good quality of product in respect of the cost and in respect of the services. So these are the ISO series. Basically, there are n number of series are given. The first series is the ISO 8402. It is basically 8402. It will give the quality terms. So quality terms in respect of the customer. So let's say the quality of the product is how much is feasible. If we have different products in the market, so if you are going to compare the rest of the product, so how you will distinguish this product is better than another product, and what about the cost effectiveness? So definitely customer is basically focus on the quality as well as services, or you can say quality and cost are the major terms in designing of ISO. So first ISO basically define the quality term, and second ISO basically define the general terms and fundamentals. General terms and fundamental, basically it will define the what are the general terms of that designing a product, and what are the fundamental principle for designing that particular product. Now move for the third one, that is ISO 9002 manufacturing standard. So if you're going to manufacture a product, so manufacturing product basically define the how which type of techniques we are going to develop, which type of techniques you will design to the product for manufacturing techniques. And there are many techniques through which we can design a product and launch the product in the market. So these terms basically define the manufacturing standard. So every company, they are going to manufacture the product. they definitely follow the systematic rules and regulation. The rules and regulation is already defined in the in the system by the ISO, and through which we can follow the rules and regulation of the manufacturing standard. Now move for the next one is the ISO 9001. Basically 9001 is a supplier type of ISO. So if you're going to supply a product from one, we are going to trading the product. So definitely which type of services are given by the one country to another country in terms of the supplier. So definitely we are focused on the quality as well as the services of the product, through which we can trading the product from abroad from one country to another country. So suppliers are very important in terms of the services, in terms of the products. Now move for the next one is the ISO 9003 test houses. So there are many ISOs which are designed for different purpose. So basically 9003, basically it is designed for the, if you're going to design as building, we are building we are going to design a building. So definitely how you will see the design of the building. So definitely we will focus on the materials, we will focus on the quality of the products, and we will focus on the earthquake. So definitely there are number of parameters where you going to design a house in terms of the different multi-storage buildings. So definitely we will focus on the ISO 9003. Now move for the next one is the ISO 9004 systems and elements. So system and elements, if you're going to design a 9004, so it will system oriented plus element oriented. Like any company, they are going to design a system, so definitely they will follow the rules, and they will focus on the small part to the higher part on the basis of the system oriented and element oriented ISO. So what are the principle of ISO? Basically, why ISO is important for customer, why ISO is important for us if you're going to open a company, and why ISO is important for everybody whenever you are going to set up a business, we are going to open a company. So why it is important, and what parameters basically we will focus to designing a ISO, and which type of ISO we are going to use. So it depends upon the different ISO series which I have already discussed. Now I am going to discuss about the principle of ISO. So principle means which type of rules and regulation, which type of principle you are going to design for the customer oriented. So first one is the customer focus. If you are going to design any product, so what are the important features we will focus for the customer. So customer is basically going to use that product, so they will focus on the quality as well as cost. So if you're going to design or develop a product, so definitely we focus upon the customer satisfaction. So customer is the main concern whenever you are going to launch a product, whenever you are going to give the service of the product. So customer is the major concern or centric part of any product and services for ISO. Now move for the second one is the leadership. So leadership basically is the higher level of authority. So if you're going to update the ISO, so who will take the responsibility for to update or upgrade the ISO? So definitely a higher level authority, they will update or change the ISO as per the requirement. Now move for the third one is the involvement of people. So how much people are involved for that particular business, that particular companies, because any company, if any company is growing, so definitely that company is providing the good services and good product as well as the cost effectiveness. So there are three terms are major focus, that is the cost and the service and the people satisfaction. So people satisfaction are very important, and as you know that everywhere is people is important. Every product and services are moving here and there among the peoples, and people they are searching those products which are quality as well as cost effectiveness. So move for the next one is the process approach. So which type of process or techniques we have used to design that particular product. So this is the major concern about the ISO. Now move for the next one is the system approach to management. Which type of approach you will use to manage the systems, and it is a technical terms. Basically, if you're going to design a product or design a services, so definitely we will focus on the system approach. So that is governed by the ISO. Now move for the next one is the continual improvement. So definitely if you're producing any items or product, so maybe it will, the quality of the product is not up to date, but day by day we are taking the feedback from the peoples, and after that we are going to update or improve in the quality of the product. Next one is the factual approach to decision making. So time to time we are taking the decision from the peoples, and we are applying the factual approach to update the system, to take the decision through which we can update the ISO certification. Now next one is the mutually benefits supplier relationship. So these are the basically terms which we have generally discussed in the principle of ISO. So what are the major concern about the ISO principle of ISO? So basically it is divided into 8 important components. So based on 8 quality management principles, they are shown in the figure. So start from the customer. So customer is the first person, first part of the ISO, where everything is customer oriented in terms of cost, in terms of services, in terms of the management, in terms of everything. So customer is a major concern. Now move for the second one, that is leadership. I have already discussed. And third one is the involvement of people. So you know very well, everywhere peoples are involved for any business, any product, any services, any company. Now move for the process approach. So which type of processes we are going to apply to design that particular product, for services. So process are well defined by the ISO. Now next one is the system approach to management. I have already discussed. So which type of approach we will apply for designing or producing that particular product. So these are the basically major concern about all 8 factors which will affect the principle of the ISO. So what is the customer? I have already discussed about what is the customer. So any organization depend on their customers, and therefore should understand and current and future customers need. So if you're going to develop a product, so definitely before we are going to develop a product, so first you will take the feedback of that product, and after that you will develop the product on the basis of the customers. So customer is centric part. Your customer is the major part of that designing of any product. What are the key benefits? Increase revenue and market share obtained through flexible and fast responses to market opportunities. So if you are going to design a product and that is not up to date for the customer, so definitely your product will not move on abroad, because it is cost effectiveness, it is service effectiveness, everything. If you're going to design a product, definitely we focus on the customer. Now move for the next one is the leadership. I have already discussed about leaders establish unity of purpose and direction of the organization. So if our organization is going to grow day by day, so who is taking the responsibility? So you can simply say that leaders are taking the responsibility, taking the right direction, right decision through which your organization is going day by day. They should create and maintain the internal environment in which people can become fully involved in achieving the organization objective. So if the employee are satisfied through the organization, so definitely your organization is grow day by day, because you are work in a unity. Now what are the key benefits? People will understand and be motivated toward the organization's goal and objectives. Activities are evaluated, aligned and implemented in a uniform way. So your rules and regulation for the company are equally important for every employee, so through which we can grow by day as per the requirement. What are the involvement of the people? So people at all levels are the essence of an organization, and their full involvement establish their abilities to be used for the organization benefits. If you are united to development of the industry or development of the company or development of the organization, so your company is growing day by day. It means that the role of the peoples are very important for any organization, and if people are satisfied for that organization, so definitely your organization are achieving the higher level and higher level in terms of the business, in terms of the services. What are the key benefits? Motivated, communicated and involved people within the organization. They are positive and they are doing their best for the organization, through which we are creating the large amount of the volume for that particular industry, in terms of the business, in terms of the money. Process approach. So what are the process approach? A desired result is achieving more efficiently when activities and related resources are managed as process. What are the key benefits? Lower cost and shorter cycle times through effective use of the resources. And next one is improved, consistent and predictable results, focus and prioritize improvement opportunities. So process approach, basically our target is to design the resources, design the product in terms of the number of people they are using more and more, through which we can increase the use of that product in the higher level. So these are the benefits. So key benefits means lower cost. If your cost is lower, you can say every people they are using that particular product. If the costs are higher, so there are only some people they are using that product. So our target is cost effectiveness. So our focus is to design or develop a product which is cost effectiveness for all peoples, so that you can increase the volume of the users, through which we can increase the turnover of the company. So cost effective and shorter period of time, shorter cycle times through effectiveness of the resources. So simple and easy and cost effectiveness things people they are searching and they want to use. System approach to management. So what are the system approach to management? So identifying, understanding and managing interrelated processes as a system contribute to the organization effectiveness and efficiency in achieving its objective. So system approach to management. So basically if you're going to apply a approach, so definitely first we will identifying, understanding and managing interrelated process. So if you're going to design a product, so before you are going to design a product, definitely we will study, or you can say we will identify the requirement of the peoples, understanding and managing the internal integrated process, how you will design a product, what are the costs of that product, how much is it is useful for the peoples. So our target is, before you are going to apply the system approach, so first you will analysis, design of that particular project for the user benefits. So what are the key benefits? Integration and alignment of the processes that will best achieve the desired result. So if the system is not integrated manner, so our result is not up to date. It means that you will not get the more benefits. If every peoples are working in the integrated manner, so your company is giving the maximum turnover, you are growing day by day. So people satisfaction, design of the product, design of the systems are very important for any management. Ability to focus effort on the key processes, providing confidence to interested parties as to the consistency, effectiveness and efficiency of the organization. So any organization, if they are going to start company, so they are basically having the system design approach, or you can say system design techniques, through which we are going to launch a product. First you will identify the users need, how it is useful for the public, how it is how much people they can use the product. So on the basis of their areas, you can launch the product as per the requirement. Continual improvement. So continual improvement basically it is a terms that focus on the, if you have launched the products, so what parameters we are focusing on that particular items or products. So continual improvement on the basis of the feedback, on the basis of the process of the product. So continual improvement of the organization's overall performance should be permanent objective of the organization. So if you're going to deliver the turnover of that particular company, or you can say services of that particular company, so how you will calculate the turnover of the company on the annual basis, and after that you will take the feedback from the customers. So what are the required changes are there, because if you're going to follow the previous rules, so definitely we will give the result on the same level. So continuous improvement are required on the basis of the feedback, on the basis of the satisfaction of the employee or satisfaction of the customers. So on the basis of the overall parameters, so continual improvement given by the higher authority, higher people, they will see the required changes which are required by the company, which are required by the organization, and they will update. So what are the key benefits? So key benefit means performance advantages through improved organization capabilities and alignment of the improvement activities at all levels to an organization strategic event. So if you're going to improve the company, improve the services of the product, so definitely we will focus on the feedback, focus on the turnover, focus on the services of that product. So everything, or you can say overall, we are focusing on the continuous improvement. What are the improvement are required to growing that company, growing that particular product. So on the basis of the overall services, or you can say on the basis of overall feedback, we will yearly, or you can say you will continuously updating that services as well as product. So what are the QSM and ISO 9001? So QSM basically stand for a quality management system, is a way of defining how an organization can meet the requirement of its customer. So our target is to hit the customer satisfaction. So if customer is satisfied for that particular product, that particular services, so definitely your organization is growing. If customer is not satisfied, then you will update, or you can say you will continuously improving that quality and product as per the requirement. So QSM does not specify what the objective relating to the quality, but QSM say that organization has to define these objectives themselves and continually improve there in order to reach them. So QSM basically define the quality. It is not define the quality of the product. It will define the services, basically continuous improvement of that particular product and services, and it will operated by annual basis, or you can say it will operated by the public base, organization base. So overall QSM basically deals with the continuous improvement as per the requirement by the company, as per the requirement by the organization. So quality management system, that is, quality is the totally of characteristics of an entity that bear on its ability to satisfy stated and implied needs. So our target is to improve the quality of the product, quality of the services. So how you will improve? The question is how you will improve the quality. So you will improve the quality on the basis of the continuous improvement, on the basis of the feedback, on the basis of the performance of the company, on the basis of the turnover. So quality basically consists of many terms, many things, on the basis of the services as well as the quality of the product. So customer satisfaction, whole organization involvement. So everywhere, if you're going to discuss about the quality of the product or services, so we are going to discuss about the quality of the services. Quality of the services, who will give the quality of the services? Quality of the services is given by the company on the basis of different ISO, because if the company is registered by ISO, So it will not break down the rules and regulation of the ISO, and it will time to time it will there is an audit team is coming in the company, and they are testing the items, they are testing the services of the product. On the basis of that, the company is registered for continuous for next year, and it will given by the government of India. So government of India is there is an audit team, they are checking the product, they are checking the quality of the services. On the basis of that, your company is will run for the next coming years. Now, what is the ISO 9001? So ISO 9000 is a standard that sets out of the requirement for a quality management. So quality management is quality management of the product as well as services. It helps businesses and organizations to be more efficient and improve customer satisfaction. So customer is the centric part. So our target is to customer satisfaction is the first. Now the latest version of the standard is ISO 9001 colon 2015. So why ISO is required for updation? So ISO is required for the updation as per the requirement of the customer. So we are going to update the ISO as per the requirement on the basis of quality and on the basis of the services. So this is the ISO 9001. So new ISO 9001 is given in the form of the QSM quality management system. So basically here is a graph between the resource management, product realization, measurement, analysis and improvement, and management responsibility. So they are interrelated to each other on the basis of the continual improvement cycle. This is also known as continual improvement cycle. Why continual improvement cycle is required for the customer? Why continual improvement is required for the management as well as organization? So continual improvement is required for the everywhere on the basis of the quality as well as services. So transition process, this is the transition process. So if you are moving from the transition from first visit to second visit, third visit and fourth visit, so why ISO team basically visited that organization and review that organization on the basis of the quality of the products or quality of the services. So review of quality management system and product realization. Now move for the second one, second visit, what they are concerning, review of measurement, analysis and improvement. So what improvement is required for that company. Third one is review of management responsibility. So management responsibility means if organization is want to grow, organization is want to improve their quality, so definitely there is a top level team. There is responsibility for follow the guidelines of the ISO, which is audited by the second visit. Now move for the fourth visit, review of resource management. So they are giving the review, giving the report on the fourth visit, what are the resource management, how much it is useful. So these are the requirement of ISO 9001 2001. The first one is the scope, second is the normative references, terms and definitions, quality management system, management responsibility, resource management, product realization, measurement, analysis and improvement. So these are the basically requirement parameters of ISO 9001 to 2000. So they will focus on 8 parameters in ISO 9001 to 2000. So these are the steps. If you're going to register a company, register an organization, so what step you will follow? So these are the steps. Step number 1, that is educate, application, internal audit, process diagrams, documentation, internal audit, certifiers, issues of certification. So if you are following these steps, then your organization, then your company will be registered by the ISO. So these are the parameters through which you are going for the ISO registration. And what are the advantages? So these are the advantages. The advantage is, first advantage is for the customer. So our target is customer focus. For the company basically focus on the product and services, and that product and services is basically useful by the customers. So well-defined organization and responsibility. So any company are developing any product, so they are responsible for their services and product that is used by the customer, and it will not will be harmful for the customer. So establishment of the proper communication channels. So definitely, if you are going to use that product, going to take the services of that product, so they will follow the hierarchy, they will follow the channels through which the company is giving the best performance, best product on the basis of the customer requirement. Thank you.